My name is Billy Harris. I'm a gym instructor at the YMCA at the moment. My earliest memories of the building, is 43 years ago when I first started here. Mr. Walsh was in charge then, Walter Walsh, who was a gymnast coach. A few of my mates, I got interested in weights through the leisure centre. Then a few of my mates then who I was on motorbikes with asked me if I wanted to come down here to train. But I had to get interviewed by Walter Walsh, who was a lovely old gentleman. So that's my first sort of experience of coming into this big building, which was massive. And it's done a lot of different things. So I had to get interviewed by Walter Walsh. I know I go off a story a little bit. If I could train here. So I went up to see him. The interview was so much as, would you pinch? Are you honest? Or would you put the weights away? All them was yes. Start tomorrow. And that's it. That's how I started in YM. Yeah, he was a gymnast coach. Fabulous man. Strict as he come. But everybody had respect for him. There was nothing he wouldn't tell with a gymnast to do that he hadn't done, and that's why they had gold medalists all the time. He was superb and everything, but he would come on to us as well and say, "You're not lifting it right. You're not doing it right. You're not doing that." He's just fantastic all over, and when he spoke, he would put his weight down and listen to him. And what he would do sometimes, if somebody had left something out last night, he would say, "Hey boys, put your weights down," and he'd have us all in a circle. And he would tell us straight, somebody left the weights out last night, it's not happening again. So one of us would be like sort of the one at the end of the night to put the weights away, or make sure they had put the weights away, and then the other one would sweep up, but we'd take it in turns all the time. But Walter Walsh was an outstanding gentleman. Loads of respect for him. I started training 43 years ago, and my aim was, because I was bullied in school up until a late age, I wanted to come out and be a man, sort of not get bullied again. So I thought, what could I do? So I decided I'd do a bit of weight training. Whereas all my mates started doing motocrossing and racing. So we would go down and do some sprinting and running down the Mumbles from the leisure centre. I thought, I stopped halfway, it's not for me. Turned round, came back, went in the leisure centre, floated round, found the gym, and I went in there and started. The building was totally different, no lift. The desks, everything was all changed. Downstairs, the reception was different. Where you've got the lift now, that's where the desk was, the reception. A massive, big desk like that, so nobody could jump over because you had a few idiots coming back and forth as well. Upstairs, we had a lot of hostels where people were staying at the time. I think it's about 14 living beds and 6 extras so people could stay as emergencies. The old gym has changed because we trained upstairs in the studio, in the gymnastics. Then we came down the stairs into the snooker hall. Where we are now is a snooker hall come like a little room. We was in the little room training with a multi-gym. So they decided then to extend into the snooker hall. So the snooker tables were taken out and that became our full gym. It was closed down then for about 6 months for refurbishment. And it actually became the best gym in Swansea. The people who ran it were very, very good. We had 7 instructors, gym instructors, all working flat out. It was good. I go back to how much it used to cost us. 10 pence to train. That's all, 10 pence a session. I describe my time at the YMCA as fantastic because it's not just a gym, it's a community. And we're all like family. It's the same now. I work here at the moment and I portray myself as a family member of whoever comes in. It's one big sort of comfort bubble. We're all the same, we're all friends. This place is more of a family community centre than a gym, if you get what I mean. But the first thing I do in here is say, no intimidation. If you feel intimidated, tell me, I'll go and speak to people. And then we sort that out. So they're comfortable going away from you. Best memory in time. We used to do superstars years ago. And I'm going back now, probably 30 years ago. We set up a superstar so we could go up against other gyms, rugby teams, football teams and everything. And we won it quite a few years. So this particular time we went down to Gower and it was based on Fairwood Common. So we done a tug of war. And we went in there now as sort of the late champions or whatever. and we came up against farmers. Oh my God, tug of war. They pulled us through the muck. We were on the floor on our bellies in the muck, trying to hold them back. They were so strong, unbelievable. Hence, we didn't get nowhere that year. No, we had a second. But we used to do a lot of superstars. We'd have a shield. I think it's 3 or 4 shields downstairs somewhere with all the dates on, and we won it. Or we came up running up and everything. I'm not sure where they are, but they are here somewhere. But yeah, that was funny. That day, that was funny. In the characters, it's all the same. You know, like I say, it's like a family community. When you get in here, you all become friends and everything. What I see change in the past is people just changing. They got so much stress, so much problems, even down to working. There's not much work out there. At the moment now, the cost of living is going up, so I see problems with people coming in and not affording stuff. And I also see people, because we've done the well-being back in lockdown, getting to know these people who have been through, I would say, hell and back, and how they still go in. The impact that YMCA Swansea had, I'm not too familiar with everything that goes on, because the girls upstairs are fantastic at their jobs, youth's well-being, and so. What I'm more concerned about is the gym, is getting people in. What I wanted to set up going back last year was an open morning, so a coffee morning. So the lonely people out there, lonely old people, or even youngsters, they feeling a bit down, come in, have a cup of coffee, have a chat, and maybe introduce you to training. Don't have to train, but they can come in and sit down. I'd like to see that take off. And it's only because I've been out there, I've seen a lot of lonely people. People come up to me then and speak to me, they'll speak to them, so they make them feel confident. I like to see more of that happening. But that's the good thing about this place, it produces people like that. Like, we've got a lot of people down there now that's come from different backgrounds, turn their lives around, but we help them turn their life around, because we are with them, talking to them, and treat them like human beings, which is what everybody needs: a second chance, third chance, fourth chance. Got to give them chances to turn their lives around. But this place does it for you in abundance.